But I just find this entire trope around toxins in food to be ridiculous.
What is someone's listening and says, "Oh, I quite like eating meat. It's something that seems to work for me. I'm a bodybuilder. I struggle to hit my protein, whatever." Dietary fiber sounds useful and important. What are the easiest, best sources of dietary fiber that people can add into their diet right now?
I mean, the data on fruits and vegetables is great.
Are there some fruits and vegetables that are better than
Yeah, I
others?
mean, I don't like saying better or best or things like that. But I would say like berries are much more fiber dense than say like bananas. They tend to be also like lower carbohydrate. Berries are. Apples, pretty good source, especially if you're eating the skin. That contains a lot of the I believe pectin. Vegetables, of course. Cruciferous vegetables are very
So,
fiber dense. So like broccoli, cauliflower, those sorts of things. Um, but I mean, honestly, I think the average American gets 13 grams of fiber intake per day. And I mean, if you look at the drop off in mortality from going from like 10 grams of fiber a day to like 20 or 30 grams of fiber a day, you'd be getting your fiber up. I mean, there are some kind of sources that you wouldn't necessarily think about that are good sources of fiber. I mean, this is going to get me in trouble because people are going to say I'm just a food shill for the diet industry. But I mean, whole grains. They're good sources of fiber. And if you look at the data on whole grains, mortality, cardiovascular disease, cancer, again, you won't find any studies showing that they're negative for those things. Now, people will say, well, you're saying people go out, eat Lucky Charms. No, I'm, I'm saying like oatmeal, some cereals that are like more intact sources of fiber. But again, I'm somebody who's like, let's not let the enemy of good or better be perfection, right? And there's so much like diet evangelism out there. Hey, if somebody eats a cereal that's fortified with fiber or some bread that's fortified with fiber, maybe not the best possible thing they could do. I'd rather them get, fruits and vegetables, but if that's what they can do, then that's what they can do.